Alright guys, back for some more Tsukihime. Right before a confrontation with a vampire. Might literally be attacking right now. Don't remember his name. I think there was like something super weird, so yeah, let's just get right back into this. Suddenly, boom! With a heavy noise, the room shakes violently. No, to be more precise, the entire hotel shook from that impact. What the hell? I get up from bed. Ertwid is silent, biting her lip with a vexed expression. Ertwid, that's shaking just now. She doesn't answer. Say something. That wasn't an earthquake, was it? If I had to guess, it felt more like someone had driven a large dump truck into the hotel lobby at full speed. It was that kind of impact. Ertwid. She doesn't answer. If I listen closely, I can hear noises from downstairs. Ertwid's face is grave. She said she was powerless right now. That's probably why she's not saying anything. Only time passes by. 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes after the impact, but the hotel is awfully quiet. Ertwid remains silent and still, just biting her lip as if withstanding something. I can see a trail of red blood slowly flowing down from her lip. Ertwid. Is she worried? Frustrated? She remains still, almost as if she's embracing herself, bearing with something. She said she wouldn't leave the room. Then, what am I here for? I should go check out what's happening. I'll stay inside. Tough choice, also I didn't bring up the walkthrough. If I had to choose, I feel like we should stay inside. Probably shouldn't split up with our teammate. Just seems like we're asking for trouble. But let's check. It is... I should go check. Okay. I was wrong. Usually I've been sticking with the friendly vampire would help, but I guess not. Let's just we'll take a look out. Maybe she really is stunned right now, or deep in thought. Alright. I've decided what to do from the very beginning. Taking the knife out of my pocket, I walk up to the door. Shitty. I'm gonna go check things out. Don't leave this room until I come back. I step out into the hallway, shaking off Ertwid's lip that she wants to say something. Alright, she's letting us. No one is in the hallway. I couldn't hear from out inside, but the hallway is noisy. It's not that this floor is noisy. Rather, the noise is coming from beneath my feet. There's some kind of ruckus on the floor below. I can hear the noise of many people talking. I suppose the impact just woke the guests and they're complaining to the hotel. Doesn't look strange so far. I walk down the hallway. The noise from the downstairs is like the sound of ocean waves. Noisy and yet so very solitary and inactive. My finger gripping the knife feel numb. My fingers gripping the knife feel numb. A chill runs over the back of my neck. There's something near my temple. Pain emerges from the back of my eyes. Enduring it, I walk down the hallway. I want to take these glasses off, low-key. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My head grows heavy and I feel a drifting sensation, like I'm about to collapse right here. Yeah, I know what this is. Without a doubt, this is the feeling I get right before I collapse from anemia. It hurts. It hurts. Unable to withstand it any longer, I remove my glasses. There's the dots thing, you're saying. The connecting dots. I can see the elevator. A long hallway. It must be more than 10 meters from here to the elevator. And then, with a ding-dong, the elevator comes up to the 11th floor. I can see the lines on the elevator door. No, they're too dense. They almost look pitch black. The door opens. The small steel box opens. Inside that box, cramped to the point of overflowing, is human flesh. Huh? Inside that steel box called an elevator, the red meat of humans is ground and pushed in. That's a little gross. Inside, two black dogs are voraciously feasting away on something. What? I stop breathing. Like my brain, which just froze, my lungs stop as well. I can't breathe. But that isn't important. My vision turns crimson. With a bubbling sound, blood pours out of the elevator. Amidst the ocean of blood, people, arms, feet, bones, brains, fingers, organs, and other parts. The two black dots are the only form of life. My very instincts refuse to take in this scene. Down the hallway, two black dots are picking at the human corpses. If I listen carefully, I can still hear sounds coming from downstairs. If I listen carefully, there are the sounds of gorging, the chewing of meat, cries for help, and the death screams of people which can't even be called words anymore. Okay, so he's just killing everyone in the hotel, not being very discreet, I guess. What is this? Though there's no way I can see it, before my eyes is the image of dozens of beasts eating the people in the hotel alive. A man running down the hallway, trying to escape, but the panther-like claws descending from the ceiling slice him open from his nose to the back of his head. A girl locking herself up in a room and crying. But to the lions, a door is no stronger than paper, and within seconds they demolish it in an unrecognizable shape. Striving madly to be the first ones, there are people dashing for the elevator. But within it, the black dogs waiting inside decapitate them the instant the doors open. At any rate, there is no exception. Beneath my feet, within this huge box called the hotel, is a scene from hell I can feel down to my very bones. Gah! I feel like throwing up, but I can't do that. If I just stand around and do that, I'll become part of that Red Sea. I resume my breathing. I grit my teeth hard. The dogs inside the elevator notice me. All sounds from below have ceased. In other words, that there's no longer anyone alive. Grrr, the two black dogs begin to run. Of course, towards me, the last prey. The black dog is coming for me. On their bodies, I can see an infinite number of lines, and their foreheads the point of death. But even so, my paralyzed mind does not order my body to fight or run. Come on, we need to clutch up here. The first black dog leaps. Its speed belies all human comparison. It doesn't even take 2 seconds to cover the 10 meters down the hallway. Funny dog. They open their mouths filled with fangs so many times sharper than the knife I have, and they are aimed straight at my throat. Accurate and fast. Then, since I realize they are drawing upon me, the fangs bite into my throat with a crunch. I die. But that's not right. I can't be killed by something like this, and I refuse to die. The deaths of others would not cause me to hesitate. A hot summer's day. It happened long ago, 8 years ago. I've seen something even more terrible. Thrust. I thrust my knife into the forehead of the black dog biting into my neck. My arms just moved before the black dog ripped through my throat. It was done so perfectly, even for myself. Like a machine whose sole function is to cut, I plunged the knife into the dog's forehead without any useless and wasted movement. Because that is where the first dog's point was. Normally, even if the brain is destroyed, the muscles try to execute the commands they have received from the brain. The black dog would have probably ripped my throat even if I had simply pierced its head. Well, normally that would happen, but the black dog is dead. Death is a complete stoppage. At this point, when I killed it, it lost every form of validity. The first dot falls onto the ground. In its place, the second dot is flying straight at my face. I thrust the knife right into its open mouth. But that was a mistake. This dot's point is not on its face, but on its chest. Just stabbing it in the mouth will not kill it. The knife pierces through the dot's mouth and into the back of its head. Yeah, so, like, if he does the line, it still, like, cuts cleanly. But to actually, like, do the instant death thing, he has to hit the dot. Actually, the hand holding the knife still remains in the dot's mouth. Ah. The black dot is still alive. Its jaws shut. The joint between my arm and the hand holding the knife is bitten, about to be ripped apart. Proper thought returns with the pain. You have to be kidding me. It's as if I'm just letting him chew through my arm by stabbing him in the mouth. Why you? I try to pull my arm out. The dot's teeth are deep in my arm. It doesn't seem like I can pull it off. More importantly, this black dot, despite having been pierced in the head, is still filled with life. Even though I lift it, after piercing its head, it shakes and lands on top of me. Gah. I fall onto the floor. I still can't pull my arm out. The black dot, still pierced in the head, applies more power to its bite. My arm is surely going to be torn off. I can't believe this. No dog ought to be able to bite anything in that state. You... I feel something wet. I can see blood spilling from the black dog's mouth. Is it the black dog's blood leaking from its knife wound to the head? Or is the blood coming from my arm about to be torn off? To be honest, my head is too messed up to be feeling the pain, so it isn't a big deal which one it is. Let go. I try to wrestle away from the black dog, but it is firmly attached to my arm. I can't escape. I can't run away. If I want to escape, I have no choice but to kill it. But how? The hand it's biting off is the one holding the knife. I'm on the ground, so even if I did pull my hand out, the very next instant, the black dog's mouth will be free to bite through my throat. It's okay. Calm down, Shiki. First, you got to examine the situation well, and then think calmly about it. That's the kind of thinking you've always kept. In that case, I can do something. For example, there's plenty of lines on the back of its head. I can see the black point on its chest. The way to survive is awfully simple. But I have my doubts about executing this plan. No matter how savage and evil a creature it is... Okay, bro, it's literally eating your arm off. I think we can clear those doubts, man. You should be in full survival mode, honestly, at this point. To do something like kill a panting and gasping creature that's so alive this close to me, it's something I'm hesitant to do. Gah. The pressure on my arm increases. My entire arm is shortly going to be ripped off at this rate. But even so, I just can't seem to do something so cruel. You're insane. I don't know, man. The red blood drips down onto my face. Going down my forehead, it drips into my eyes. The red blood drips down onto my face, going down my forehead, it drips into my eyes. Crimson darkness soaks into the back of my eyes. Red. My consciousness fades and then is gone. But even so, I can't bring myself to kill a living creature. You just killed a dog, bro. I know it was reflex, but still. I already killed one. What hypocrisy. You killed something much bigger than a mere dog. Yes, that's right. But that time was different. I was insane when it was Artwood. Even when I killed the other black dog just a moment ago, that was unrelated to my will. But right now, this is very much my own will. Didn't Sensei say, Shiki? Use this power according to your own will and no one else's. That's why, as myself right now, I can never take a life for granted. It's not even alive, right? From the way they described it last episode. These are just, familiars that the vampires, eat, then fuse with their own body to take its nutrients. Or like they're animals the vampires eat, fuse with their body, then turn into familiars and just like spit them out. So they're not even alive. They're like zombie dogs, to be honest. If I'm right. That too is hypocrisy. Because long ago you oh yeah, you killed a boy. You had that flashback or something. Ah. That is a nightmare from my childhood. See, what are you waiting for? It was a hot summer's day. Kill or be killed. Before my eyes, the blood-soaked shadow of a boy. You've already hot red blood on my hands. Haven't you killed someone once before? Ah! I thrust. Don't pull, but rather thrust deeper into the black dog's head. I can hear its yelping right in front of me. I think the black dog is crying out. With my arm in its mouth, it cannot properly cry, but it's trying anyway. I'm sure that's how much it must have hurt. I don't care. I plunged the knife deeper, along with my arm. Without a sound, the blade of the knife punctures out the back of the black dog's head. It's as if the dog has grown a horn. Having split the skull, I easily slashed through its skin. Blood and brains spray out as the knife completely emerges from the back of the head. Very graphic episode so far. Not complaining. I do like me some gore, for sure. Also, the hand gripping the knife travels completely through. Gasp, pant. But even so, the black dog is still alive. Then, there's only one thing I have to do. I reach around with my other hand. Peeling the knife from my blood-drenched fingers, I grip the knife with my free hand. And just like that, I thrust into the point on the black dog's chest. And with that, the black dog dies. The strength drains from its jaws, and I easily pull my arm back out. Oh, it wasn't torn off at all. I look at my blood-covered arm. There are many teeth marks, but the flesh is almost free of wounds. How, though? Thought he was nobbing on that for like a hot second. The blood must have been from the black dog when I impaled it through its head. I guess since they did it simultaneously, the bite was probably just a lot weaker after impaling it through the head. The pain from when I was being bitten was really quite trivial, but my fear must have amplified it many times over. Lying there on the ground, I looked up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The world becomes a patchwork, and here and there I can see the black points of death. My body is freezing, but my mind is burning feverishly. Right beside me lay the corpse of the two black dogs. One of my arms is covered in blood, the other clutches a red knife. Also, there are quite uncountable number of dead bodies downstairs. Ha 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 ha. All I can do is laugh. Because this isn't real. There's no way this can be real. At what point did I, with my eyes wide open, start seeing a nightmare? Ding dong. Eh? A terribly out-of-place cheerful sound rings out. Damn it, what's with this headache? I stand up, enduring the razor-like pain in my head. Elevator? It seems the sound is the other elevator coming up. Round 2. The door opens. Inside stands a man wearing a black coat. There he is, looking weird. The headache worsens. Yes, I've seen him before. I'm sure I've seen that man before. Silently, he walks toward me. You. I ready my knife as I glare at him. But he doesn't react at all as he walks toward me. It's as if he doesn't notice me at all. The distance between us shrinks. Just a little more. When there is barely 1 meter between us, the man finally seems to notice me. Those bloodshot eyes. The instant I see those eyes, which no human should possess, I lose all freedom to move my body. I thought I killed everyone, but it seems like there's still someone left. The man turns and looks at the corpses of the two black dogs. You pieces of filth. If you can't even take care of a scrap of meat, you're unworthy to be part of my body. The man voices his displeasure as he raises his hand. His coat lifts like a mantle. Broken. With a splash, the black dots remain, liquefy, and disappear into the man's coat. Ah, I can't even scream. Below the man's coat is pure darkness, without even the traces of an outline. All that exists there is a mud-like darkness. This is dangerous. This guy's just too dangerous. My instincts sound the alarm wildly in my head, but I can't even lift a finger. The man in the black coat approaches me. It's not good if I just stay here. The unstopping headache grows to an unbearable level, telling me this place is dangerous. Whatever the means, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm going to lose my life. But it's too late. The man is right before me. Those eyes aren't looking at me at all. Feed. He raises one of his arms. Below it lies a chaotic darkness. From there something huge appears. Womp? The sound of wind. That of which has appeared from below the man's coat is a crocodile's mouth, easily large enough to swallow a manhole. I think I talked about Type Moon Wars in a previous episode, but I do remember. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, my Google AI just activated and it was like doodling on voice command. I do remember like fighting this guy in a hotel, and he had like crocodiles. It was a kind of a dank fight. Anyways, big crocodiles. Honestly, crocodiles have to be like one of the most terrifying animals in my opinion. You know, they look prehistoric because they are. Like compared to alligators, crocodiles just look so scary, man. They're so like bumpy and big. Very spooky. Ah, I'm going to die. Right there, in an instant, crunched up like a ball of paper. Just as I was convinced of this, someone pulls me back. Clomp? What? I can't believe it. Instead of me, the jaws of the crocodile clamp onto the stomach of Archway to just pull me out of the way. Sssst. Archway's face contorts in agony. She draws back before she is completely devoured by the crocodile's maw. The man silently watches Archway. Archway glares back at him with a pained expression, her midsection stained in red. Her midsection, sorry. I can't believe a vampire named Chaos would play such trivial games. His name is Chaos, okay. I was confused because they said like a weird ass thing before, but he's Chaos, okay. Unless he has like two names. It's like a poorly scripted nightmare. Oh wait, yeah, okay. So they said Chaos a couple episodes ago. Last episode they said this name, which is ridiculous. Can I like, I don't want to Google it, but I kind of want to Google the pronunciation because I just can't say it. I'm gonna use my power of not looking too hard and just Google the name and see if it comes out. Like the pronunciation. Nervern... What's our pronunciation? I think it should be pronounced Nur-un-Quasar. 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 Though personally I pronounce it Nrvnqsr. It's pronounced Nero? Why? Those letters correspond to Hebrew. Okay, according to Google AI, pronunciation of whatever is Nero. This is because the name is a deliberate wordplay on the Hebrew gematria for Nero Caesar, where the letters add up to 666, the number of the beast, while Nero is the official pronunciation. Okay. So it's not a real name, it's like a weird wordplay. Nero is way easier to say, so I'm fine with that. Nero Chaos. Sure. I feel the same way. To catch one of the surviving true ancestors, I never dreamed I would be part of such a foolish festival. This is a nightmare for me, too. The man called Nero quietly lowers his arm. The coat returns to its former position, and the crocodile's mouth disappears underneath. The man looks only at Arkwood. It's as if he's not concerned about me at all, standing behind her with my knife raised. He's underestimating, though. It gives us a good chance. If we land, all we need is a good hit, man. Then he's probably cooked. But what is going on? I have heard that the previous executor could not even scratch you. What kind of mistake is this? Right now your presence is exceedingly weak. Even weaker than a mere member of the dead. Were you attacked by the church before I arrived? Arkwood Brunstud. Did we get her full name before? Arkwood says nothing. The man fixes his emotionless stare on her. I don't understand. There are only a limited number of conceptual weapons capable of harming you. The only people in possession of those are the church's assassins, and I don't think the burial agency would dispatch anyone this far east. The man narrows his eyes slightly as he turns around. Either way, this is most fortunate for me. I shall not ask why you have been weakened. All I'm going to do is claim your head while I have the chance of winning. I hold out my knife preparing for his attack, but, having openly stated he was going to take her head, the man now disappears towards the elevator. It seems despite this claim, the man in the black coat is now leaving the hallway for the elevator. Huh? That's my reaction too. Now I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. About that man, the two dots that attacked me, the nightmare-like reality of the attack on this hotel, none of it. He... Arkwood leans on me. Ah, it's a terrible wound. Crocodiles have some serious bite force, man. And I'm guessing these crocodiles are like amped up, so kind of sucks. It happened a mere second ago. The wound she got from protecting me from that man. Why did you... Yes, I underestimated him slightly. I thought I could help you and then dodge him, but you really did well, Shiki. I guess the wound I got from you wasn't so trifling after all. Arkwood's face twisted in pain, turns into a small joking smile. I can't watch her any longer. The wound she got was from protecting me, and the reason she got it was because of me too. There's no place for that stupid smile of hers. Arkwood leans onto me and lightly closes her eyes. Hold on, don't close your eyes, you idiot. Get a hold of yourself. You're a vampire who can't die at night, right? Well, that's true, but it seems like I'm at my limit. What? Sorry, but could you take me back to my room? Arkwood's weight falls on me. Hold on. If she dies, Hey! I call out to Arkwood, who has quietly closed her eyes. And then... Zzz. I can hear her happily breathing in her sleep. I shouldn't have bothered worrying. Arkwood is only sleeping. Telling me to take her back to her room like that. How selfish of her. It really was selfish of her, but there's no helping it in this situation. Is it selfish? She kind of just saved your life. I feel like this is I think that's the least you can do, right? Besides, if you stay here in this hotel any longer, I have a feeling we'll be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be here when the police arrive and find, like, just people torn to pieces. Gah. The headache won't stop. I just have to rest too, or I'll faint. Arkwood's room. Oh, that place. I've only been there once, but I definitely remember it. In that case, there's no point staying here any longer. Carrying Arkwood, I decide to quickly leave the hotel. The city is slightly lit up. Fortunately, it's too early in the morning for anyone to be awake, So I get to Artvid's room without being seen. I see. That's how it is. Then I finally realized why that man left. Oh, because the sun was about to rise. Okay, saved by the bell, literally. We'll take it. I thought I didn't really think of a good reason, but that should have been the most obvious one, huh? The streets are beginning to become covered with a faint orange light. I guess dawn is breaking already. Yay. The Black Beast 2. That's a comfy looking bed, man. Even though it only looks like a double, but still. Artvid's room isn't what you would expect for a vampire. Back then I was only worried about Artvid, so I didn't really notice it. But looking at it now, her room is completely ordinary. She even has a newspaper subscription. What's that all about? I grumble as I put the sleeping Artvid on her bed. What? Just because she's a vampire she can't read the newspaper, man? I think it's nice she's trying to keep up with modern events. Awa. I take a deep breath as I sit on the floor. Also, weird I have a lot of explaining to do when we get home. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. The sky outside the window is brightening, but heavily laden with clouds. Right. I should close the curtains. I spur my tired body to stand up. I close the curtains and sit back down again. Thud. As I lower myself, the strength drains from my knees and I collapse on the floor. Man, it seems like I'm exhausted too. It's pitiful, but I can't even stand. Come to think of it, I spent all last night talking with Artvid, and I didn't even eat for more than a day. In addition, even though I put my glasses on, I still have a headache. My brain is ringing with this headache. Artvid, I wonder if her wound is alright. Her bleeding has stopped, and she is someone who regenerates after being sliced apart, so maybe I don't have to worry. I wonder why. Right now I'm so exhausted I could collapse. Yet I'm more worried about Artvid than myself. Get some rest, buddy. Eat something, man. We're gonna have a showdown later. Look how pink this room is, though. I know it's like shaded, but like, it's so cute. Princess ass room. Investigators believe the cause of Tatara Yoichi's motorcycle accident was a malfunction in the brake pedal, which occurred while he was descending a steep hill. Fortunately, no one was killed in the accident. I wake up to a man's generic, uninflected voice. Did I fall asleep? When I come to, I find myself lying on the floor under a sheet. It's about past noon. Artvid is no longer in the bed, and uninteresting news fills the room from the television. Where did Artvid go? And I sense someone in the kitchen. That idiot moving around with such a wound. I get up from under the sheet and stand up. I have to go to the kitchen and check up on her wound. That's on the news. A massive number of people went missing in the early morning hours at the hotel in southern Minamiyashiragi City. I stop dead in my tracks. My eyes become glued to the newscaster on the television set. 103 people staying at the hotel are still unaccounted for. Jesus, man. That is a lot of people. Bro had a good midnight snack. Furthermore, bloodstains can be seen within the hotel, and the police are beginning to suspect they were involved in some kind of crime. Yeah, you think? You think 100 plus people disappearing is not something sketchy? What are you saying? Bloodstains? It wasn't something that small and cute. I'm wondering if it got like cleaned up from the church or the mages, or did Nero just like eat it all? The newscaster reads off the script with a disinterested tone. I mean, this is huge news, man. If you're reporting on this, I feel like this is like the news of the year. That's just like I can't remember 100 plus people disappearing and it not being like an airplane or something, like just from a hotel, is actually crazy. The screen switches to the scene of the hotel I stayed at earlier, and then lists the name of the 103 missing people. Of course, neither mine or Arkwood's name are on that list. Furthermore, a large amount of wild animal hair was found within the hotel. It is presumed that the hair is connected with the suspect in some way. Some of the confirmed hair samples appear to be from a large breed of dog, wolves, and there's also evidence of a bear. Imagine being the police on the scene, man. It's like, did someone bring a whole ass zoo to the... They just brought a truckload of animals and just unloaded them in the hotel? Because how else are you gonna, like, rationalize this? Unless the killer or whoever just had, like, a lot of... like a fursuit on or something made of different furs. Or multiple killers with different fursuits. There are numerous different hair samples found on the scene. Ridiculously, what appeared to be shark bites were also reported from the scene. Bro, like, how do those zombie sharks work, man? Do they even work? I guess if they're just, like, shooting them out. But, like, they can't move after that, right? Or, I don't know. Maybe sharks can move on land. Just, like, not fast, I guess. Click. I switch off the television set. 100 people. About 100 people back then. In just half an hour, they were all brutally killed. Bloodstains. Unaccounted for. How can you say that when you have that much information? Come on, Shiki, put the pieces together. I mean, obviously he doesn't really know about the world and stuff like that, but like, just common sense that something happened to the bodies. I understand completely. Everyone staying in the hotel was killed by those incomprehensible beasts and devoured without a trace. That was one of the ideas. I feel like if it was a church cover-up or a mage cover-up, maybe they would have done a better job. Like, I don't know, but I don't know exactly, but ugh. I resist the urge to throw up. I can't allow myself to vomit when I recall each and every event which occurred last night. Plus, we have like an empty stomach. I don't even think there's anything to vomit. Such a petty sympathy would set me lower than a filthy pig. For me, the only one who escaped death in that hotel, I won't allow anything else other than that and hatred for the one behind it all. 100 people. 100 people. Killed without even leaving their bodies behind, only blood. The face of the man in the black coat surfaces in my memory. I don't know who he is. But it is no mistake to think he's behind everything that happened. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good assumption. Is my heart still numb? Right now, hatred wins over fear and disgust. Or maybe, even the feelings whirling inside my chest are just another kind of fear. That's just ridiculous. I grit my teeth. I don't know if it is fear or regret or maybe an unpleasant revulsion. But just recalling the face of the man in the black coat makes me want to break something and irritates me. You're awake, Chitty? Harquid pokes her head out of the kitchen. Oh, what is it? Making such a scary face, did something happen? Harquid speaks lightly, as if nothing happened at all. The feelings which were welling forth inside me until just now disappear. Arkwood, is your wound okay? Yes, for now. She laughs confidently. She seems exactly like before, probably better than I am. Oh, then that's good. At least. At least the person near me is safe. Hmm? Hey, wait a minute. Arkwood isn't human. Forgetting such an important thing, I'm really spaced out. Anyway, I'm happy your wound wasn't serious. Oh? What's wrong, Shiki? And just a little earlier you were calling me a monster. Idiot, I still think you are. Also, you called us a monster, so... but that's something else. I just wanted to thank you for helping me. Eh? I helped you, Shiki? Ertrude's eyes widened in surprise. It seems she wasn't even aware of it. Yeah, you helped me. So it's a little late, but thanks for protecting me. If you hadn't pulled me out of the way, I would have joined that list of 103 names. Thanks, it wasn't really anything. I'm the reason you met Nero, so you don't have to feel like you owe me. Maybe, but the truth is that you saved me. Since you did, I want to thank you. But if I didn't make you watch over me, you never would have been involved in all that. Yeah, but then we go all the way back to the point where we just randomly killed you for no reason, so... I'm the one messing up your everyday life. So wouldn't it be more appropriate for you to hate me rather than be indebted to me? Well, I certainly do think you're a big bother. But you know, in the end I have to take responsibility for my actions. True. A long, long time ago someone taught me this. She said whatever happens around me, I have to stick with things I started to the very end. While it seems quite natural, I am a supporter of that idea. Which is why I don't hate Artwood. I just feel like I'm involved in something pretty bothersome. Oh? Now that you mention it, I did say I needed a shield because you killed me. So I guess I don't have to apologize for involving you in such things. Right. The situation I'm in is my own fault. Your fault, huh? I think you have bad luck, Chitty. If only you killed some other girl than me, things would have never ended up like this. Hey, in the first place, you can't just assume I would kill someone other than you, Artwood. I've only felt like that, stalked and killed only once, only Artwood. Or I want to think she would be the only one. Did you remember something you forgot? No, that's not it. I never really thought about it before, but I just wondered why I wanted to kill you. Artwood frowns as she looks at me. Well, it's a natural reaction. I, the one who killed Artwood, is saying that he doesn't know why he killed her. There's no reason at all, right? Because you're just a born killer, Shitty. Eh? Hold on. What did this woman just say about me? You seemed really used to it when you attacked me. You rang the doorbell, put your hand on the door as it opened, and entered. While I was still off guard, with surprise, you killed me with your first strike, and just finished off by slicing me into pieces. Yeah, your surprise attack was perfect. How perfect was it? A painting of you from that time would have been an unparalleled masterpiece. That's how perfect it was. It's a cool way to put it. But no matter how superb a killer, no matter how excellent your technique, the victim this time was a poor choice. I don't know how many people you killed until now, but I think it was time for you to be caught when you chose me as your prey. The... What's with that scary face all of a sudden? If you want to say something, it's better just to say it. We've never held anything back between us, right? That may be true. I nod and motion her to come near me with my hand. A secret? Artwood approaches excitedly. I bring my mouth close to her ear and clearly state what I want to say. You know, Artwood. Yeah, what? Okay, so ready? That's not it at all, you idiots. Idiot, 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 idiot. My shout echoes through the room. I strike her eardrums with full power, not holding back one bit. Ow, owie. Artwood exaggeratedly covers her ears. I'm ticked off now. What are you doing all of a sudden, Shitty? I'm the one who should be angry. I was wondering why you were asking me all those impossible things, but now I understand. Eh? Understand what? How about you asking me to be a shield against a monster and watching over you because you think I'm some crazed killer? Geez, you're unbelievably mistaken. You thought so highly of me because of that. Look, I'll tell you right now. I'm not a killer or a homicidal maniac. You were the first person I killed. Artwid's mouth hangs open. Damn it, she really does seem totally surprised. No way. It was your first time yet you were that skilled? Well, we might have killed someone from that flashback, but we don't know the details yet. Yep. Certainly I do have the strange eyes, but I still lived an honest life. I never even thought once of using these lines to kill people. But then why did you kill me? You never even saw me before. I don't know why either. I just became so fixated when I saw you on the street. When I came to, I had already sliced you into pieces. In this room. Without reason, without purpose. I see. Yeah, I see. I don't have any right to be angry at Artwid. Even if she's alive right now and isn't human. The truth is, I killed her with my own hands. Why are you all quiet again? What do you mean, Shiki? I'm sorry, I have to apologize. Why did I conveniently forget such an important thing? Sorry. I'm sorry, Artwid. I, Tono Shiki, killed you. More than anything else, I should have apologized for that from the very beginning. There really is something wrong with me. It's only natural she mistook me for a killer, because I don't even understand that impulse myself. So maybe Tono Shiki might be a real killer. The reality is, I killed you, so I have to accept my sin and punishment. A killer like me can't mix with the rest of society. Not realizing such an important thing until just now is too cowardly. No matter what Artwid is, I am someone who kills for no reason. I see. Then you really don't understand why yourself, Shiki. I nodded silently. Then you didn't feel any enjoyment either? Yes, certainly there are those killers for whom killing is like breathing, but you really are normal, Shiki. That's right. At least I try to be. No, you are incredibly normal. Then I was the only one you wanted to kill? Yeah. Other than you, I never felt like that before. I see, then there's no problem. You're not a killer, Shiki. She says this slightly, almost dismissively. I don't think you have to receive any punishment. By chance I was the one you wanted to kill, and worse, you were equipped with the unparalleled killing technique. But luckily I'm a vampire, so no one died, right? So you don't need to be troubled so much. I don't think you have to worry about these moral of human societies. I know, but still I killed someone. A dangerous person like me can't be allowed loose. That doesn't matter. Right now the only ones who can condemn you are me, the victim, and you yourself. That may be so, but it doesn't change the fact that I killed you. Right. Even if there was no punishment, the sin will never disappear. Of course, even now I still resent it, so it would be troubling if you just forgot. But you know, Shiki, if you feel that way and will always regret it, then I don't think there will be a problem. But that's just sugarcoating it. Shiki, there really are people who will not sell their souls to the devil even if they hated the world. Like someone so honest they could apologize to a vampire. So I think it's alright. No matter what people say, and no matter how much you say you're not, you can still stay in the world you want to live in. What? I'm speechless. How can you smile and say that to the person who killed you? Artwid. Come on, we have much more troublesome problem to worry about. Now that you're up, Shiki, I want to talk about now on. As she speaks, Artwid collapses on the floor. Artwid? I rush over to her. Sweat glistens on her forehead and she's breathing painfully. Aw, man, it seems I still can't do much. I look down. Her white top is soaked red near her stomach. That wound. The effect of your attack is still lingering and I can't even heal my wounds. I close off the wound at least, but it seems it didn't work too well. Her tone is very cheerful, but I notice it has a hint of pain. Close off the wound? With what, Artwid? That. Artwid points to something on the floor. It's brown. At first glance, it looks like a donut or a Bombtuchen. No idea what that is, but it just turns out to be a roll of packing tape. You idiot! Who the hell uses packing tape to close off a wound? Hey, you shouldn't call people idiots all the time. I really might start to think I'm one after a while. Shut up and let me see your wound. I reach out for her clothes, but she runs away by rolling across the floor. Don't be ridiculous. What are you going to do if it opens up again? It's fine, just leave it alone. You should stop acting stupid, too. Trying to rip off a girl's clothes like that? You're worse than Nero. I think not. I think that is untrue. Look, I don't see you as a human, so guy or girl, it doesn't matter. Calm down, okay? If you die from an injury you got protecting me, I'll be feeling guilty about it forever. Arkwright looks at me in displeasure, and this time rolls toward me. Arkwright closes her mouth tightly. Seems she's a bit sulky, but I guess it's okay to look at the wound. I lift up her shirt and expose her stomach. Packing tape is wrapped all around her. It really is badly done, and taking a good look, I can see blood seeping through. I'm disgusted. More than that, I'm pissed off. I lower her shirt back and pick Arkwright up. Hey, what are you doing, Shitty? I'm putting you to bed. I take you to the hospital, but it's not like I can do that. As carefully as possible, I place her onto the bed. Look, until I come back, don't move around. If you walk around like before, I'll just forget all about you, so be prepared for consequences. I look around the room. As I thought, there's nothing like a first aid kit around at all. Arkwright, you said you were rich. Eh? Yeah, money's not a concern for me, but what about it? Hand it over. I'm going to buy some things I'll need to treat you. I don't know if it'll work on you, but I have to treat you the same way I would treat an injured person. Fine, but it might be useless. Even if it is useless, I'll do it. I can't leave it alone like that. I see. My body's made the same way as yours, so it might have some meaning. Hurry up and give me the money. Just be quiet and stay there. Oh, but don't sleep. You can lie around, but stay up. What, Shitty? That's a really absurd order. It's absurd, but do it. I've heard your bodily functions weaken when you sleep. I think if you sleep with open wounds, your immune system will get weak, and your wounds will get even worse. Sleeping will only help your tiredness, not heal your wound. So, for now, at least don't sleep until I get back. Really? Okay, I'll do that, Shitty. Arkwright smiles happily. As expected, Arkwright's thought process is a complete mystery. Why are you smiling? Because you're reliable, Shitty. I see nothing and hold out my hand. Arkwright pulls her wallet out of her skirt and hands it to me. I'll be right back. I turn away from Arkwright and head out of the room. I think this is a perfect time to stop. Our first encounter with Nero. Very intense, pretty gory, actually. Pretty fun episode. So yeah, looks like he's on the hunt. I wouldn't be surprised if he attacks tonight. Why wouldn't he? Unless he doesn't know where this place is. But I'm assuming he just had like someone follow us the whole time because his familiars can move out in the daylight. So he probably does know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Next time we'll try to get her healed, but we're probably gonna have to do the heavy lifting if we're fighting them. So hopefully Shitty can do something cool. But yeah, until then, see you later on the next episode of Tsukihime.